Good morning and welcome to day 7 of our ELA learning packet. Today you are going to need your learning packet. You're also going to need your reading response journal. I'm going to be using this book as my response journal today. If you would like, go ahead and grab your response journal now. You can pause the video. Come on back when you got it. But again, you're going to need your reading response journal and your learning packet to help you today. All right, if you have those things, be ready to follow along with us. I'm joined by a friend today. What's up, Squirtle? And we're going to be focusing on creating questions about a text. So we're going to be making questions for ourselves today. Our questions are going to be focused on the text that we were starting to read yesterday, titled Tarantulas. In your learning packet, we can open up, and we found this story on day 6. And my cover looks something like this. So again, I'm focusing on my text, Tarantulas, today. In our reading response journal, we're going to be creating what is our KWL chart. That's a chart of things that we know, things that we want to know, and things that we learn. So to help me do this is my paper. I'm going to draw 2 lines going straight down. So here's my first line going straight down. And here's my next line going straight down on my piece of paper. You all can go ahead and do the same thing in your reading response journal right now. Feel free to pause the video if you need to take a second to do so. All right, cool. So now we're going to label each of these columns. My first one, I'm going to label it with the letter K. This is going to be for things that we know. Now at the top of this, I do need to make sure I know, what is this chart all about? Well, our text is about tarantulas. So our chart is also going to be about tarantulas today. So at the top of your chart, you can write the word tarantula. Okay? Again, if you need to pause the video at any point or rewind, please do so. All right, my next column, I'm going to label it with the letter W. This is for things that I want to know. This is where my questions are going to come in. And my last space is going to be labeled with the letter L. These are for things that we learn after reading the text. Okay? Now I'm going to fill in my chart with a couple of ideas that I have just to give you all some examples. Our goal for today is for you all to be able to fill in with examples of your own. Make sense? Squirtle, squirtle. Cool. So let's start with the K section, things that we know. Now I'm going to fill in some things that I know about tarantulas. Now what I know may be different than what you know, but here we go. I know tarantulas are a type of spider. They're a type of spider. I know that. I also know that they have 8 legs. So those are the things that I know about tarantulas, okay? You notice that I don't have to write these out in complete sentences or anything like that. Just quick jots are perfectly fine for this chart. From there, I can move to the center, my W, things that I want to know. Well, in this case, there's a few things that I want to know. You notice I don't know a lot about tarantulas, I'm going to be honest. But I would want to know, are they all poisonous? I feel like I see people that are pretty fearful of tarantulas, so I wonder, are they all poisonous? Another thing I would want to know is, what do they eat? And the last thing I would want to know is, how long do they live? Now, these are just a few examples of questions that I have. You all are going to be doing the same work in your reading response journal. Should your questions be the exact same as mine? Oh, think for yourself. But we do want you all to have a chance to do that thinking. When I have these questions created, it helps me focus when I'm going back and reading my actual text. I'm not just reading words anymore, but now I'm acting more as a detective, looking for clues, looking for answers, looking for that treasure. These questions help me focus when I'm doing my actual reading. Now, that last section, L, is a space for after you've done some reading today. Jot down a few things that you learned. Maybe you get answers to your question, and maybe you don't. That's okay. But our main focus for today is, again, what are some things that you already know about tarantulas? What are some things that you want to know? And then after reading your text, what are some things that you've learned? If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Dojo. Shoot me a message on Google Classroom. Otherwise, have fun, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.